Today I'm going to be unboxing, playing and giving you my first impressions, both the good, the bad and the ugly, of my first Cort acoustic guitar on this channel. It's the Cort Mahogany OC AMH OPBB. Before we begin today, I think it'll be useful to let you know that this video is chaptered, so you can jump around to the bits you're interested in. So if you don't want to hear the tune I wrote using this guitar, then you can skip to my opinions of how the guitar performs and plays. Similarly, if unboxings are not your thing, then you can jump to the demo, specifications or said overview of playability, all of which are time-stamped below. If you're here for the first time and haven't subscribed yet, and you get to the end of this video having enjoyed the content, then please consider smashing those like and subscribe buttons. And also be sure to ring the notification bell so you don't miss future weekly videos, uploads and live streams. We're a very happy little community and you'd be most welcome to join us. Okay, let's start by getting this thing out of the box. Hey guys, we have got a Cort box, a knife. Let's do this thing. Okay, so this one comes with a nice case, which I've got upside down. There we go, a Cort case, if you'll excuse the pun. There we are, rather a nice, well padded case, I have to say. Oh my word. Guys, look at this. Look at this. This is the Cort Core Series OC AMH OPBB. What on earth does all that stand for, you might ask? Well, very simply, the O stands for Orchestral. The the O and the C, Orchestral, Cutaway. The AMH stands for all mahogany, and the OPBB stands for open pore black burst, and that is absolutely gorgeous. Look at that black burst colour on that mahogany top. Really, really impressed with that. It looks really beautiful. The first thing that strikes me is just how light it is. Okay, so here's the setup and pass and final inspection ticket. There is also a Fishman pickup in this, which will no doubt, there we go, have a battery compartment and an output jack at the bottom. It's a really, really pretty looking guitar. The neck is a nice thickness. It's a kind of a modern C-shaped radius. Love the little detailing. Look at the wood on the back of this. Absolutely beautiful. And I also love the dark coloured tuners on the headstock. Look, probably see them better against that cushion. There we go. Nice heel cutaway joint. And strap button down there. It's not my favourite position for a strap button. I think you'll agree that the look of this thing is quite special. A really nice looking guitar. Sides are very nice as well. In fact, I think I like the back better than the front. What do you guys think? That is so pretty. It really, really is pretty. It's got a very nice black binding around the body, top and back, and it's got a 2-ply binding around the top and a really nice simple rosette. I really like this. It's a black circle surrounded by 2 white outlines, which looks really quite pretty. Very, very nice indeed. Finishing on it is really good. Bridge pins even are really shiny. The saddle appears to be compensated saddle, so that's good. It's got 20 frets. Nice little tiny dot inlays as well. That's a nice little touch. Now I'm given to believe it's an all bone nut, water buffalo bone if I read somewhere correctly. So that's that, and very, very nice headstock detail, very simple inlay. It's got mother of pearl Cort, a little mother of pearl detail just here around a piece of abalone diamond, which I'll give you some more close-ups of in the video. But there it is. So you can see this is quite a basic but very pretty guitar in my opinion. Before we jump into the sound test, let's quickly see some more photos and also go over what Cort have to say about the instrument and their rationale behind releasing it. Cort's new premium series of all solid acoustic guitars, the Core series, features the very best materials, components and workmanship, and sound quality is the top priority, but these acoustic guitars are also designed with simplicity in mind. The goal was to shed away any non-essential, flashy features and stay focused on all solid acoustic guitar that looks simple yet elegant with great playability and natural acoustic sound. Following recent acoustic guitar market trends, this model features not only mahogany back and sides, but mahogany top as well. Although darker sounding than spruce, mahogany produces a warmer tone with a rich mid-range. The OM's compact size is ideal for players with small body frame or seeking playing comfort. The bright and stronger high mid-range emphasis is more suited for finger picking than strumming. Installed internally without cutting out any of the woods, the Fishman Sonitone EQ system retains all the natural resonance and pure acoustic sound. The controls are simple to use as well, with only a volume and tone. The nut is water buffalo bone for the most natural and transparent transfer of string energy into the body and neck. Known as a great overall tone wood, Ovancol shares similar tone characteristics as rosewood, with a warm and slightly fuller mid-range. Combined with the mahogany neck, it's designed to produce a warm, balanced tone with deep sustain. The open pore finish enhances the resonance of the woods and also reduces the weight of the guitar. The new deluxe soft case combines the best attributes of hard case with the flexibility of a padded gig bag for superb protection. So that's what Cort have to say, and I must confess that overall I agree with them. However, at the end of the video, I'll also give you my final thoughts, including a couple of issues I found with this guitar, as I promised to give you the good, bad and the ugly. However, let's have a listen to how this guitar sounds while checking out the full specifications at the same time. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed that little playthrough demo, and if you're finding this useful so far, now would be a great time to hit that like and even the subscribe button. Let me give you my first impressions and also talk you through a couple of issues too. There were a couple of things that Cort do not list on their specification, and one is the weight. I can't understand for the life of me why they didn't quote it, because this guitar is super lightweight, weighing in at only 3.3 pounds, which is just 1.5 kilos if you're metric. This was the most surprising thing to me right out of the box and gig bag. Oh, and while talking about the gig bag, that really is good quality. It's well padded, and I think will provide a very reasonable protection for carrying around in your car, for example. Would I trust it to gig? Possibly, but probably not. And it's definitely not a substitute for a full flight case if you're doing a lot of traveling with it. The other thing Cort obviously don't mention is the prices, as I guess this is subject to regular market forces and change. However, at the time of going to video in the UK, it's priced at 439 British pounds. That roughly translates at today's exchange rate to 600 US dollars, 762 Canadian or 495 euro for our friends on the continent. This sits it perfectly in the mid-range acoustic price point and ensures that its competition is the likes of the Dean Exhibition Koa, the Martin LX1E Little Martin, the Taylor Big Baby and the Yamaha AC1R guitars. So it's pretty formidable and competitive market at that price point, and having played many of the aforementioned guitars, I know there's some serious contenders among them for the mid-price crown. That said, I think the Cort certainly holds its own. It has a very comfortable neck profile to go with its lightweight frame and sits very nicely in both classical and contemporary positions for playing. The tone is definitely very much mid-rangey than a full-size Dreadnought, and that makes it ideal for finger picking rather than a strummer, and that's why the tune I wrote was inclined towards those strengths. I did have a couple of issues with the guitar, and both related to the Fishman electronics. As it came out of the box and gig bag, at first play, the low frequency notes caused the guitar to buzz very badly, to the point where I wouldn't have been able to do a proper recording on it. On investigation, I found that this was related to the fixing of the Fishman electronics, which were not tightly glued to the top inside the sound hole. With some pressure applied, I was able to set the controls and stop the buzzing. But this is something I would expect to be designed out at this price point, and certainly not left for the ultimate owner to resolve for themselves. It did make me question if the guitar had been set up and gone through quality control, but actually the rest of the setup was perfect, so I'm going to put it down to coming loose in transit. Certainly I would recommend that Cort give some further thought to the attachment of the electronics. The only other issue with the electronics was the position of the output jack, which is combined with the battery compartment, and means if you prefer to sit the guitar on your left leg when playing, then the jack plug is likely to dig into your right leg. I much prefer the output jack to be combined into the strap button for simplicity. It wouldn't mean any additional cutting into the guitar, and in fact could do away with the need for an external battery compartment as well. It's a small thing, but something you should know if, like me, occasionally you play the guitar on alternate legs. I also think that strap button sockets give me an additional security when not playing with strap locks installed. These minor points aside, the Fishman sounded and recorded great. I paired it with a Sennheiser 8060 condenser microphone for the recording, and it was very complimentary at bringing out the low and lower mid range of tones. Overall, I really enjoy playing this guitar. It has a pleasing tone for fingerpicking styles and definitely seems good value at the price point. As always, these are just my opinions, and I'd love to hear what you think of this guitar and my demo and review for you, so please be sure to let me know in the comments section of the video. I love to read them and I reply to as many as I can. If you've watched this far in the video, please pop in the comments that you would love to court my opinion. I'll be back this Sunday with a live show as usual, 6:30 PM UK time, which is 1:30 PM Eastern, I believe, as I think we're 5 hours ahead. I really hope that you might join me there, and also hope that if you're not there, that you might consider subscribing. It can't hurt, and I'd love to welcome you into our friendly little community as a regular. So until Sunday, please stay safe out there, and as always, my friends, take good care.